Hello everyone, welcome back to the course Power Plant Engineering. In this lecture, we will discuss on tidal power plant. Introduction. Ocean covers approximately 70% of Earth's surface and represents a huge reservoir of various useful and renewable energy resources. World's total estimated ocean energy reserve is about 130 into 10 raised to 6 megawatt, but only a small fraction can be recovered economically. Present use is negligible and interest in ocean energy has been revived after the energy crisis of 1973 and likely to gain a significant importance during the coming decades as a fossil fuel source is rapidly depleting combined with the adverse environmental impacts. The various ocean energy conversion technologies are presently in infant stage and the cost is prohibitively high, including ocean tidal energy conversion, ocean wave energy conversion, ocean thermal energy conversion, that is OTEC. Let's see the characteristics of tidal energy. All forms of energy available on the earth are derived from the solar energy with the exception of nuclear, geothermal and tidal energy. Wind, ocean waves and rivers are driven by the energy from the sun. Coal, oil, gas, wood and gases are formed by solar energy, which splits carbon dioxide with the water to produce cellulose, which has either been fossilized or converted to starch and sugar to produce biomass. The tides are caused by the combined attraction of the sun and moon on the water of the revolving globe. The effect of the moon is about 2.6 times more than that of the sun, influencing the tides of the ocean. Tide is a periodic rise and fall of the water level of the ocean twice during a lunar day, that is 24 hours 50 minutes, in which the water in ocean and sea rises and falls. The excess of 50 minutes over the solar day result in a maximum water level occurring at different times on the different days. The amplitude of water level variations at the different point on the earth depends on the latitude and the nature of the shore. The rotation of the earth causes two high tides and two low tides to occur daily at any place. The revolution of the moon around the earth increases the time interval between two successive high tides from 12 hours to about 12 hours and 25 minutes. The moon revolution takes about 28 days. The three bodies, that is, sun, the moon, and the earth, are in alignment every 2 weeks at new and full moon. The spring tide is particularly great when the moon is new and full, at which time it is at the closest point of its orbit to the earth. The revolution of the earth and the moon together around the sun gives rise to the further variation, and due to this effect the highest spring tide occurs at the equinox in the March and September. A high tide is experienced at a point which is directly under the moon. At the same time, at a diagrammatically opposite point on the earth's surface, there is also occurs a high tide due to the dynamic balancing of the ocean water over the globe. In the course of the earth rotation, the water bulges out. Tidal range is difference in water level between two consecutive high tides and low tides. The rise and fall of the water level in the sea during tides can be represented by sine wave. Point B, a position of the high tide, while the point D represents the position of the low tide. One tidal day is of 24 hours and 50 minutes, and there are two tidal cycles in one tidal day. The normal tide is a semi diurnal tide with a period of 12 hours and 25 minutes. Diurnal means daily, that is, activities of the tide pattern during 24 hours. Diurnal tides indicate too high and too low tides created by moon during one rotation of the earth on its axis. The daily tide cycle follows a sinusoidal pattern. Let's see the tidal energy conversion estimate. Amplitude of the tidal range reduces steadily from the spring tide to the neap tide and then increases with the same pattern to the next spring tides. This monthly cycle occurs due to the one revolution of the moon around the earth. Both the tide cycles, namely daily and monthly cycles, at a particular location repeat in a most orderly fashion and are predictable. The tides are caused by the cosmic phenomena and are not affected by the weather conditions and yearly rains. Both the periodicity and predictability of the tidal action are important characteristics which favor strongly the utilization of the phenomena as an energy source. Tides at any location repeats themselves almost identically in a cycle of 19 years. Within any 1 year interval, the differences are small and the available energy is particularly the same from year to year. Precisely for the semi-diurnal tides, there is a relation between the tidal range and the hours of the high and low tides. Thus, at a particular location, tidal range at a given time duration during the day shall always be within limits of the known maximum value. The tide range varies and depends on the land situation against the sea. On open, exposed headland, tides are moderate, which may range from 1 to 2 meters. In a gulf, bay, or creek, tides are greatly amplified, in a certain case, several times than those occurring at a nearby open coast. The amplification is maximum if the bay is funnel shaped. In the tidal power scheme, a barrage is used to create the waterhead considering the variation of the tide height in the basin. The barrage is used to impound water during rising tide in one or more basins, which is then released through hydraulic turbines installed in the barrage during the period of the tide recedes. Thus, the potential energy of the water is converted into electrical energy. For optimal output of the tide power plant, an estuary or creek is the best choice for constructing the barrage. It provides high tidal range besides large storage of water. By using a reversible turbine, electrical power can be generated during the rising tide, when the basin is filled, and again during the falling tide when the basin is emptied. Consider a basin of surface area A in meter square at the maximum basin level. Let R be the range of the tide and V the volume of the water stored from low level to the high tide level. The volume of the water contained in an elemental strip of the thickness dz at the surface area of Az at a depth z above the low tide in the basin, that is dV is equals to Az dz. Assume that the basin is empty with its water level z equals to 0 and the ocean is at high tide level z is equals to r. By instantaneously filling the basin, the energy potential available is EF. Energy potential available EF is given by the formula rho into G integration ranging from z equals to 0 to z equals to capital R, z into Az dz, which equals to Az into rho into G integration ranging from z equals to 0 to z equals to R z dz, which is ultimately equals to A into rho into G r square by 2, where rho is the seawater density and g is the gravitational force. The above equation provides energy conservation from a single basin type with single effect, that is, either filling the basin or emptying the basin. The duration of the time for single effect is 6 hours and 12.5 minutes, which is equal to 22,350 seconds. The average theoretical power P generated by the water is W in watts during a semi-diurnal tide of 6 hours and 12.5 minutes. Average power generated during one filling or emptying process equals to P EF divided by time, which is equals to 0.225 A into R square in watts, where A is the area of the basin in meters square and R is the range of the tide in meters. The average power is calculated based on average operating head of R by 2 for the limited period in a single basin emptying operation. There are friction losses, conversion efficiencies of turbine and generator that reduces the power output. Hence, the optimal annual energy production is only about 30% of the average theoretical power calculated above. Let's see the double cycle system. In double effect system, as shown in the figure, the energy available in the tide seawater is converted into electrical energy during flood tide, that is rising tide, when the basin is filled, and also during the ebb tide, which is a falling tide, when the basin is emptied. The flow of the water through the turbine during rising and falling tides is in opposite direction. For this reason, a reversible water turbine is used, which act as a turbine for either direction of flow. During rising tide, a large quantity of water flows into the basin through the turbine by opening the sluice gate. Filling of the basin continues along with the generation of electrical power until the tide water levels of the sea and the basin becomes equal. At this position, the sluice gate is closed. Subsequently, during falling the tide, water from the basin flows into the sea through the turbine and electrical power is generated. As the water level in the basin drops, the point is reached when the differences in the water level between the sea and the basin becomes too small to generate power. At this point of time, the generating units are shut down. The average power generated during one filling of basin P is equals to 0.225 A into R square. During emptying process of the basin, the same amount of power is generated. Therefore, thus, energy potential available during the filling and emptying operations is given by EF plus EE equals to A into rho into G into R square. The theoretical average power generated in a double effect single basin system is given by 0.450 A into R square in watts. The double effect tidal plant generates double energy per tidal cycle, so it is 100% more efficient than the single effect plant. To harness tidal energy for maximum potential, a double cycle system is more suitable. In real sense, the tidal energy is potential energy of sea water. For filling the basin, sea water gains potential energy due to the lunar gravitational pull, while for emptying process, the basin water flows out due to gravity action on the earth. The energy available from the tidal plant depends on two factors, namely tidal range and the volume of the water accumulated in the basin. Tidal energy is slowly increasing hydro energy during filling of the basin, and after a period of nearly 3 hours it attained its peak value. When the tide recedes, water is allowed to flow from the basin to sea. It is then slowly decreasing hydro energy and attains its lowest value when the turbine slope stops after a period of 3 hours. Thus, energy available from a tidal plant can be calculated in a similar way as for an hydroelectric plant, assuming the following: H is tidal range, that is the difference between the maximum and minimum water level in the basin in meters. A, mean base area of the basin in meters. V, volume of the water that can be contained in the basin, which is equals to A into H. The average quantity of water Q in cubic meter per second that flows in or out from the basin. Therefore, Q is equals to AH divided by small t, where t is the total time in seconds required for filling or emptying the basin. Theoretical work done by Q quantity of water falling through is given by W is equals to rho into Q H dash kg meter. The power generated at any point of time P is equals to P rho into Q into H dash divided by 75 into efficiency in terms of HP, where rho is equals to 1025 kg per meter cube for seawater and eta is the efficiency, system efficiency. Hence, P is equals to 736 watts. Total energy per tidal cycle is equals to integration ranging from 0 to t P into dt. There are no average 705 tidal cycles in a year. There are on an average 705 tidal cycle in a year. Yearly power generation from the tidal project is equals to 7.0914 into 10 raised to 6 eta into integration ranging from 0 to t qh dash dt watts. Let's see tidal energy power plants. First, single basin single effect plant. It is the oldest form of the tidal power development and is the basis of many tide mills. It is simply a barrage, that is dam, across the creek whose principal elements are powerhouse and sluice. The basin is filled through the sluice by the rising tide. The water level in the basin reaches the highest level of the tide. It provides the waterhead of the tidal range to the turbine. The sluice gate is closed. The turbine is started only when the water in the sea is at falling tide level. As the tide continues to fall, a hydraulic head is formed at the barrage, and at the appropriate time water is released from the basin through the generating unit installed on the powerhouse. Electrical power generation continues until the head is reduced to the minimum turbine operating level. It economically occurs after the tide has reached its lowest point and has begun to rise again. At this stage, the turbine water passes is closed and all discharge from the basin is stopped. When the rising tide reaches the basin level, the filling sluice is opened, refilling the basin starts, and the cycle is repeated. Single basin double effect plant arrangement makes use of the combination of ebb tide and the flood tide working. and the power is generated both during the emptying and filling of the basin. With a single barrage, the waterhead which produces the energy operates from the sea towards the basin during the flood tide and from the basin towards the sea during the ebb tide. The most practical method in double tide operation is by the use of reversible turbine which can operate in both directions of flow. In double effect operation, the output is variable and intermittent, but to a lesser extent than that in case of unidirectional flow power plant. Other advantages over the one-way plant are the overall output from an equal turbine capacity is greater by 15% and may increases if each plant is designed to the most of economic type specifications. The period of operation is increased. The reversible turbine and other allied equipment cost a little more. This additional cost is offset by the above two advantages. Due to its large period of operation, the operating region of power generation can be manipulated so as to offer the power to the predetermined period, either to suit the demand or to suit the tides. Lorentz power plant of 240 megawatt in France is working on this type of operation. Let's see another type of tidal energy power plant, which is a double basin with linked basin operation. A large basin is converted into two basins of suitable dimensions. One which is at higher level is called high basin and the other at the low level is called low basin. The schemes consist of three barrages, one separating the high basin from the sea and containing the filling gates, another separating the low basin from the sea and containing the emptying gates. The third barrage separates high basin from the low basin and contains the powerhouse. The upper basin filling gates are opened only during the time when the sea level is higher than the upper basin. The emptying gates of the lower basin are opened only when the sea level is lower than the lower basin. Two separate single basin single effect schemes located at a distance from each other selected such that there is a difference in tidal phase between them and never exchange water but are interconnected electrically.